Give me my fucking thing back, you shit bird. Why do you suck? God, why are you being so fucky? Gosh dang it. Well, hello everybody, welcome back to my Danganronpa gameplay. My name is Brodemus. I'm doing some quick research because my fucking chat overlay is being all fucking weird. Streamlabs, chat overlay, not working. Let's look at, oh, there it is. Never mind, now it just popped in. Thanks, Streamlabs. Sarax! Glad you could join me. Hello, Pantheos as well. Dawn, hello, hello. Welcome, everybody, to the Sunday stream, as we are going to continue on. Greenshi, welcome. Soul of the Blood of the Wolf, hello. Welcome to the stream. Oh, actually, I should do a quick little housekeeping here. Thank you, Gothic Girl 57, for the follow yesterday. Thank you so much. Let's hope this motherfucker works again. Give me my chat overlay, thank you. Fucking hell. But yes, we are here. There's a dead body. We don't know whose it is, but we're gonna find out. Is what we're gonna do. I hope everyone's having a good Sunday. Oh, I need to make a call later. I realized what day it is. Salsa, welcome back to the stream. So we just started the investigation, right? So, I guess just to recap, in case anyone missed last time, also / spoilers if you haven't watched the last VOD yet. Someone's dead, probably Makoto Ikusawa, the 16th student, watch out for her. At the very least, we found a body, and then we were like, oh, hey, what the fuck's going on? Except, before that, actually, these dumb shits were disassembling a Monokuma robot. And they're like, well, he's not bothering us yet, so we have fucking free reign of the fucking school, don't you know? And it's like, cool, great, glad we're all on that page. Hello, Ayilde. Welcome to the stream. And so they were like, oh, shit, well, hey, we can do whatever we fucking want now. Monokuma's dead because we took him apart. And then we found, like... Then we found the body, and then it was all like, oh man, and then the body blew up, and Toko somehow survived, because Genocide Jill was right next to the body. And then we got into the data lab, and turns out we're being broadcast, which I kind of had an idea that was happening. Like, there was something floating in the back of my head that was like, oh, are we being broadcast? Is this some weird fucking, like, Big Brother type show kind of a thing? And so that's where we are. Monokuma came in and was like, yep, guess what? You're all being broadcast to the entire world. Or something like that. And that's where we left off, everybody. Things are going batshit insane currently. And I'm glad you all could join me on this wild ride that is Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Also, I had this thought. When I was doing cleaning the house today, I was like, I think I know who the mastermind is. And it's not because there's anything in the game that really has any, and in my opinion, shown it, but I remembered some spoilers that I saw years ago on Tumblr, and I was like, oh, I think I know who it is, and that's unfortunate, because that's gonna be a real bummer when that happens, because then I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I know what that is, and then it's gonna be really sad, because it's like, oh shit, there's no surprise there for me. I don't know what that accent was. It was an amalgamation of all different kinds of things, and then it ended up here. Anyway, now you are caught up. So, Hero, shall we go on? I don't understand any of this. What's Despair Entertainment, and how is he still alive?
I'm sick of this.
I thought that finally we could get out of here. And plus, what did he say about a class trial?
Stop talking.
Well, that part's obvious. The class trial is the class trial. Well, I mean, you're right. But it means that at this point, we have to figure out who the culprit is. We also should probably find out who the body is. Figure out who killed Kyoko. What? Hey, Trixie, glad you can make it. What are you talking about? I thought Mukuru Kasaba was the one who died. The victim was female, right? Kyoko certainly feels that condition, but Byakuya, everybody. Byakuya, everybody. Fucking... And if Monokuma is still alive and active, that means that the mastermind, Mukuro Ikusaba, isn't dead. So naturally, that body can't belong to her, so it must be Kyoko. There's no other possibility. Well, I think you're being a little narrow-minded there, buddy. I feel like the death might be... The hair doesn't even match. Like, I get it, it's all singed, but look at that. That's even the right color. Look at the brown there. The body is Kyoko's. Oh, I didn't get water. Whoopsie. Kyoko's been murdered? No, it's not possible. Because I don't know anything about her yet. I don't think that's a reason, Makoto. People die, Kyoto. People die, Linda. I don't even know who she really is. To have it end like this. I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it. But alright, man, sure. Whether you believe it or not doesn't matter. The truth is the truth. If you refuse to believe, it's your responsibility to uncover the truth for yourself. Myself? Anyway, we'd better begin. But if we're gonna have a class trial, then that means the killer...
That's right.
Correct. It must be someone participating in our school life. Or it could be Mukuro Ikasaba, the 16th student. We did have to watch out for her. Wait, so you're saying one of us killed Kyoko? Well, that's not precisely what I'm saying, no. But you just said... I don't have time to explain now. There is a veritable mountain of issues I need to confirm. Hey, Ben. You're fine. We only just get started. Kinda, really. Hey, Guy. Glad you can make it. So I'm going to begin my search. If you value your lives, you'll put everything you have into this. That is how this game works, after all. Investigate. Alright. Well, I'd better start by checking out the Monokuma file. Okay. What is this music? Got some classic rock going on, okay. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast, so shouldn't... Okay, sure. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. Completely through the body? Holy shit! They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. Well, okay, we'll gauge a metal pipe. Are we talking like, you know, 1/8 inch thick? Are we talking like 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch? It's important. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. So that was just a body. That wasn't even someone here. So even the Monokuma file doesn't tell us who the victim actually was. The unidentified body. Could it really be Kyoko? No. Kyoko didn't have nails like that. Or... I have no choice. I have to investigate. Well, yeah, no shit, Makoto. I have to uncover the truth for myself. No matter what, I have to find out what happened, or we're all dead. I need to go back to the scene of the crime. Back to the garden. Monokuma number 5, the truth bullets section of your handbook. Oh, that's true. That's true. We never saw under the gloves. Okay, time to get started. I need to check anywhere. God. I need to check anywhere that may be important from one end to the other. I just need to do what I always do. Yeah. Yeah. Literally what we always do, buddy. Alright, let's start with the body. I hope hands. She just has, like, just like tentacles. Like, if I check the body more thoroughly, maybe then I'll find out for sure if it's Kyoko or not. Alright. What can we check? Alright, let's start with the hand. Huh? There's something weird about the body's fingernails. Oh, these are fake nails. They're really long. They seem like they'd get in the way of normal activity. Well, yeah, also, like... Kyoko wouldn't be a good detective if she had to, like, fiddle with the nails, right? Okay, fake nails, right? There's also something on the back of her right hand. Is this a tattoo? It got burned, so I can't make out the whole thing. It's a wolf? A bear. A bear wolf. A wolf. It looks like a picture of a dog or something. I've never seen anything like it before. Tattoo on the right hand has been added to the truth bullets. All right. Then we had this tear here specifically. The lower half of the body didn't get wet at all. After the body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I dumped a bucket of water on it. Which explains why the bottom half isn't wet. There's nothing strange about that, right? Sure, buddy. The white jacket the victim was wearing got totally burnt up. Well, except for the lower half, which we just addressed. There's only one little piece left. The upper half of the body got set on fire in the explosion, so it's totally blackened. Also, the top half of the body is wet. Yeah, right. That's because it got set on fire and I threw water on it. Since I only threw water on the part that was on fire at the top half, the bottom half is still dry. I'm glad we're still going in circles about this. The bottom half is dry because I didn't throw water on it. I threw water on the top half of the body because it was on fire. But that means the bottom half didn't get wet because I didn't throw water on it because it wasn't on fire. But the top half was on fire, so I threw water on it, so it's wet. Fucking hell. In other words, there's nothing strange about the top half being wet. There isn't, right? I don't fucking know, dude. Exploded Body Analysis. That's a great metal band name. Exploded Body Analysis? Holy shit. Alright. Step away from the dead body. Yeah, I'm gonna turn my back on it. Alright, what the fuck? Is this the helmet? These look like fragments of something. The helmet. They're all burnt, so I can't really be sure, but I feel like I've seen something like it before. But where? Wait, was it there? I'll have to double check that later. What? What the fragments do the dead body? Makoto, you're gonna have to be a little less obtuse, buddy. There's a knife laying on the ground. Is this the knife that was in the body? It must be the knife that was stuck in the body before it exploded. The force of the explosion must have thrown it over here. The Monokuma file said the knife went all the way through the body, from front to back. Does that mean this knife is what caused the fatal injury? Either way, this knife, it looks really familiar. Yeah, it's the one you had in your... Yeah, okay. Wait, is this... Yeah, the knife that... Yeah. Also, no nails. See those no nails there, Makoto? That's it. It's the knife that person was holding. Makoto, a knife. No! This is getting really weird. There are just too many strange coincidences. Makoto did it. Whoever the person in the mask was that attacked me last night, they were holding that knife. And that same knife was used to stab that same masked attacker we found here. Is it the same, though? The person who took the knife from you didn't have the nails, Makoto. Come on. Fucking... He really just dumped wisdom, didn't he? So, maybe this masked person got stabbed because... When they attacked, I was in kind of a trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife. And maybe then Makoto did it! And if this really is Kyoko, it would mean Kyoko's the one that attacked me. But why the mask? I just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. No, it can't be. There's no way. Knife at the crime scene. Cool. Good stuff. Did you see anything, sir or ma'am? The Monokuma flower, huh? Is it true? Does it really eat paper, plastic, and people? Oh my. Anyway, I don't think it's really this case, so I'll just stay away. Alright, so what else do we got? Okay, so that makes sense, actually. So the body couldn't have been here before 7:30. Because if it was here before 7:30, it would have gotten wet from the sprinklers. This is the panel that controls the sprinklers. They're set to turn on at 7:30 every morning, and Makoto said the time positively couldn't be changed. Huh? Hold on. So the sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning, right? Then if the body was here before then, the sprinklers should have gotten it wet, which would mean the murder must have taken place after 7:30. Sprinklers! Alright, cool. What else do we got? Let's check on the chickens. I remember there were some chickens in the chicken coop. There were only 4. I count 4 chickens. Huh? 4? Yo. What's going on, Makoto? Oh, I'm glad you're here. You can count to 5, right? Because I can't. Listen, do you remember how many chickens there were in here? Of course, there were precisely 5. Yeah, right? What's wrong? Well, there's only 4 chickens. There's only 4 chickens here now. We're 1 short. Huh? That's so weird. I wonder when it disappeared. I was down here just before nighttime last night, and there were definitely 5 chickens then. What are we gonna do? Going from 5 to 4 is gonna have an impact on the structure of the world. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. If even a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. I did my best to ignore Hiro and focus on the problem at hand. Just Makoto, like, just pushing him away, just like, don't acknowledge, don't engage. Why did one of the chickens disappear? Could it be related to the case? I mean, probably. Chicken coop chickens. Alright, sure. Alright, what else do we got here? Hina, you got anything for me? Listen, Makoto, do you remember how the body looked, before it blew up? If I remember right. It was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. Also, there was a knife sticking out of the stomach, and the area around it was stained with blood. Apparently, the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. Byakuya said not to touch it to avoid getting all bloody. But for how much blood there was on the body, I didn't see any on the ground around it. That's a good point.
Okay.
Wow, thanks, that was a big help. Now that you explained, I totally remember how it looked. Great. Well, having to talk about it like that helped me remember it a lot better, too. So, thank you, too. Body before the explosion. Perfect. Toko, do you remember anything when you got blown the fuck up? So who does that body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm not gonna look. I don't want to faint anymore. Great. Glad you're here. Byakuya. Good time, Makoto. I wanted to talk to you. Oh. What do you want to talk about? Girls. I'd like to hear your alibi. Alibi? Correct. I'd love to hear where you were after nighttime began last night. Well, I was sick, so I was asleep all night. But why are you asking about that now? And what's nighttime got to do with it? What's nighttime got to do with it? Isn't it obvious? This murder took place after nighttime. No. How can you know that for sure? Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone so I could tell them about Monokuma. Hiro's been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be here. And I can confirm that when I arrived last night, there was no body here.
In other words,
So the murder could have only taken place at some point during nighttime after I left the garden. No, that doesn't track, dude. However, Toko, Hiro, Hina, and I were in the gym together the entire night last night. What? Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's rooms to get them. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all 4 of us have airtight alibis. The only ones who don't have alibis are me and Kyoko.
that's right.
And if the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi. Fuck, shit, Hey, boy! I mean, we're looking at a body. I mean, someone's been dead, but yeah, no one knew. Also, when we went to go get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well. But you never came to the door, so where precisely were you? I'm telling the truth, I was in my room, but I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so... That's hardly an alibi. I know. So, what now? You seem to be at quite a disadvantage here. I'm the only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? Byakuya's account. Makoto just like, ooh, that doesn't look good for me, does it? Ooh, that doesn't look good for me, does it? Alright, Hiro, what's up? It's 11 o'clock right now. So the body's been dead for, fuck what, 3.5 hours? Minimum? Unless it was murdered and then moved here after the sprinklers? But why? Also, if that's even a body, like, did we murder a chicken to try and, like... Did Kyoko kill a chicken to try and lure the mastermind out? That's about all I can figure. Okay, and? That's how I'm thinking, Pen. That they got, like, the blood is from the chicken itself. Oh, well, I was just thinking about when we first found the body. When the body was found, huh? I should look back at what I did this morning to help me remember when that was. Monokuma's announcement woke me up at 7 o'clock as usual, and I headed for the dining hall pretty soon. Once I got there, I met up with Hina. That was right around 7:30. Well, that would be your... Well, that doesn't quite make up the nighttime alibi, does it? Then I headed to the gym where everyone else was waiting. Next, Toko went to get the pickaxe, and that's when she found the body. What time was it then? Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now. Oh, okay. So it happened sometime between 7:30 and 9. Okay. That's right. It had to have been right around 9 o'clock.
You know?
Oh, now you mention it, I think you're right. So I think we can say for sure that the body was found at 9 a.m. Okay, my job's done. Thanks, buddy. Fucking real contributor there. That's a pretty small job. So, when the body was found, so we found it at 9. Okay, what's in here? Just to be sure, I should take a look at the tool shed. This room is dusty and disorganized. In other words, a pretty stereotypical tool shed. That's new. Is this a tarp? Wait, was there a tarp in here before? I don't think so. I should probably look into that. It could be related to the case. The top is wet and covered with mud and grime. So we could have put a tarp over the... Fuck, that means that ruins the whole sprinkler thing. If they put the tarp over the body at 7:30, then that means that it wouldn't have gotten wet, which then completely gets rid of that. But why would it be covered in mud and grime? I mean, we're in a garden. But where did it come from? Was it buried? Was this a different body? Huh. But the underside, it's totally clean and completely dry. Okay, so no. Someone put that tarp over the body during the sprinklers. One side of the tarp is wet and dirty. I'm gonna leave that alone. Something about that bothers me. Tarp! Tarp! That's the one thing in here that concerns me. Yeah, because this is all the same stuff, right? There's something carved on the handle of this pickaxe. Yeah. Yeah, like, was it... Oh, boy. I think I've checked everything I need to in this area, but I'm not done yet. There are other areas I need to check. Specifically that fragment I found before. There's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicions. What the shit is that? And I still need to find out more about Kyoko. Is that corpse really Kyoko? If that's true... Was that also Kyoko who attacked me last night? If I can find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Kyoko was never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. Maybe if I can get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. Well, also, she didn't remember who she was, so, you know. But the key to her room...
It's all clear now.
I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
What?
Limit my options?
Just give up.
Give me the key to your room. That's right, shithead has it. I don't have a choice. I have to see if he'll let me borrow her room key. Her room key. Hey, Byakuya? If you do come up with an alibi, I'd be happy to hear it later at the class trial. Oh no, it's not about that. I ain't got shit. You have the key to Kyoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it. I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect after all.
What?
Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story. Then, will you go with me, asshole? Sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me again later and we'll see.
Goodbye.
Depending on my mood, I may go with you. Or I may not. Alright, dickhead. Come back later, huh? Okay, then in the meantime, I should look around somewhere else. Maybe I should check out that one area. Makoto, I really fucking need you to focus, because I have no idea what the shit you're talking about. What are you fucking talking about? That one area there. I need you to not be so fucking vague. What the fuck is that? Okay, hang on. Alrighty, okay. I'm gonna go room by fucking room, ain't I? Not here. What the fuck is that thing? Okay. Oh, then would the map have an indicator? Well, I'll check it. I'll try it. Okay, let's see. That's the garden. That's the gym. Oh, the gym. Oh, the gym. The gym. There's an exclamation. Is it part of the robot? Doesn't seem right. Monica was laying dismantled on the floor, but I figured it wouldn't be here.
You know?
Oh! Oh! That didn't look like a fucking bomb part. I just found something. What is it? It's what? A bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure. A bomb! And that bomb went missing. There's no doubt about that. The fragments I found in the garden... That doesn't... I mean, like, the quarter part, yeah, like, that matches. But the rest of that, The fragments of the body have been updated. Okay, I've checked everything else I can think of. All that's left now is... Kyoko's room. I should head back to the garden and ask Byakuya. Alright, fine. Let me in! Let me in! Let me in! Hey, asshole! You think you can go soon, Byakuya?
Let's go.
You wanted to check out Kyoko's room, right? Very well, let's go. Wait for me! Byakuya walked off without a second glance, and I hurried after him on our way to the dorms. Thank you for the follow, Togo Genocider. Very fitting. Alright, hey, dickweed. Well then, here we go. Byakuya took out the key and slid it into the keyhole, and then... click. Click! And it's open. Looks like it. Thanks. Boy, it's very, very empty in here. So, this is Kyoko's room. Does this just say 6 on it? The fuck is this? There's something on the table. It's a woodblock decoration.
What?
Be very clear, by the way. Okay, all right. Pen, you say that. I'm an idiot. What's that? What purpose does it serve? I think it's probably a key. A key? Well, okay, I can see that. The lockers at those really traditional public bathhouses use them for their lockers. I wouldn't know. I've never gone to a public bathhouse. That doesn't really surprise me. It's hard to picture Byakuya doing something like that. But if it is a key, I think I might know what it unlocks. Really? What? Unless I'm mistaken, I'm pretty sure I saw something in the dojo that this might go to. The dojo? Woodblock key! I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Wow, yeah, no, this is just Makoto's room, but with a pink pillow instead. Hey, I think it would be wise to look around a bit more. Okay. Alright. Fine! Here's her bed. I don't see anything interesting here, at least not as far as the case is concerned. I mean, there's the bathroom, I guess. I guess we can go check the bathroom. Here's the bathroom. She might have certain articles hanging out to dry. I'd better not look inside. Yeah. It's privacy. Dickhead. What else do you want me to look at? The fucking camera? No matter when, no matter where. Yeah, whatever. Hey, I think we must look around a bit more. Oh, I guess I should just talk to Byakuya, shouldn't I? You wanted to come here, right? So what is you're looking for? Nothing in particular. I just thought we might find some kind of clue here. A clue that might help us understand Kyoko.
Come on.
You can't be serious. That's why you made me take time out of my search to come here? Sorry. Regardless, if you plan on poking around at random, you're doomed no matter how much time you take. Surely you have something more concrete, something to give us some sort of direction here. More concrete. Oh, I know! Do you? it was actually Kyoko leaving the monocoins around. Earlier, Kyoko gave me something. Huh? What's this?
It's true.
Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. I'm sure I have it here somewhere. Found it! You have pockets. What's in the envelope? Kyoko gave it to me. She said if something ever happened, I should open it. Well, something has certainly happened, so open it. Okay. I opened the envelope and looked inside. Inside was a single piece of paper. Under the sheets.
What?
That's all it was in there? Yeah, it looks like it. Pull it back and she just has a fucking gun. Under the sheets. What could it be? But could something be hidden under the bed sheets? Part of me didn't expect to find anything, but as I lifted up the sheets... What's this? I found a crumpled up piece of paper. Class number 78 student registry. Mukuro Ikusaba.
I see.
It appears to be Mukuro Ikusaba's profile. Yeah, looks like it. That's probably the other thing Kyoko stole when she snuck into the headmaster's room along with the key.
God, you're so annoying! Fine, I'll tell you, it was a key and blank, that's it!
This must be the blank that Monokuma was talking about. Kyoko said a death without meaning was unappealing, and this is what she left behind. I don't have time for your sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish your search. Okay. I made an effort to pull myself together, then looked down at the profile sheet. Name, Mukuro Ikusaba. Sex, female. The ultimate soldier. Interesting. Although small for her age, she was a military specialist trained in every weapon type imaginable. Boy, this is someone's fucking self-insert. This is someone's fucking Mary Sue. She showed an interest in the military from childhood and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Just before entering middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information, and she was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later, alone and completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group known as Fenrir for those 3 years. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped, that she'd received battle training of her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. Mukuro's profile. Huh. The Ultimate Soldier. A mercenary group. That doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in is a completely different dimension. It's like one's nonfiction and the other is sci-fi. There's no way to even compare the two. That's how different this is. That was how I saw things as just an ordinary person. But then...
I see.
I never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this. Oh, you recognize it? Yeah, Fenrir. Fenrir doesn't eat the sun. It's one of the other two wolves eats the sun. Or is it Fenrir? In Ragnarok. But yeah, Fenrir, one of Loki's kids, actually. It's one of Loki's kids. Is it one of Loki's shit? I don't remember. It's been a while since I read through the poems. Yeah, Fenrir kills Thor during Ragnarok. He also bites off Tyr's left hand or right hand. Well, yeah, Loki's 3 kids are Fenrir, the giant wolf, Jormungand, the world's serpent, and fucking Sleipnir, the 8-legged horse. Yeah, Fenrir ate, I think it's Tyr's left hand, because the Aesir contracted the dwarves to form an unbreakable rope, because Fenrir, they just let Fenrir run free for a little bit, because it's just a wolf, whatever, who gives a shit. that Loki gave birth to. Who fucking cares? And then he starts growing and getting bigger and bigger and more aggressive, and he starts causing problems across the the 9 realms, I think it is. That's right, I forgot Hel is also his daughter. But anyway, he gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and he starts causing problems across all the different realms. So like, we need to do something about this. They tried like trapping him, and they couldn't kill him, anything like that. But so they're like, they got the dwarves together, and they made this unbreakable rope. But Fenrir wouldn't let them get close to him. And so they were like, look, we're not doing anything. And he was like, fine. But as a show of good faith, I want one of you to place your hand in my mouth. And if you do anything, I will rip it off. And so Tyr was like, I'll do it. Puts his hand in there, and they fucking jump him, and they start tying him up, and he bites Tyr's hand off. Yeah, because, Loki's mom to all of them, because Loki took the form of a mare to, what was it? To seduce an architect, a stonesmith, who was building a wall to separate Asgard from the realm of the Vanir, I think. But his condition was he could do it in like 4 days, or 7 days, something like that. But they were like, we don't want to pay him. Loki, you need to do something about this. So Loki took the shape of a mare and seduced the stonesmith's horse, so he couldn't do it in time. So they got out of paying him. I think actually what he wanted was he either wanted one of Idun's apples, so he could become a god as well, or he wanted Frigg, Odin's wife. And Odin was like, look, that can't fucking happen. Loki, do something. But as a mare, Loki got pregnant and gave birth to Fenrir, Sleipnir, and Jormungand. And then Hel, I think he had with a giant? I don't remember. Yes, Pat, I did play Persona 5. Sorry, no, so like there are like 2 things that I fucking love. It's the golden age of piracy and like things around that, and Norse mythology. Those are like 2 things that I fucking love. So anyway, moving on. But also, okay, one last thing. The Japanese love Norse mythology also because you look at fucking Fenrir is Cloud's motorcycle, I think, or it's Fenris or something like that in Final Fantasy VII. And then there's things like Odin's Sphere, which is just flat out. Well, to be fair, that's more based on Richard Wagner's The Ring opera. Anyway, we're completely off on a tangent now. The Fenrir Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers. But they do have their uses, and they always get the job done. That's worth remembering. This is all part of a world totally removed from the one I live in. I have to say, I'm intrigued. Every rumor I've heard says that Fenrir has already... Oh, hello?
Whoa, I feel like our hero is becoming a bit player, and a bit player is becoming our hero. A bit player, excuse me. A bit player, and a bit player is becoming our hero. Ah, it's you. What have you got in your pretty little hand?
There, please don't call my hands pretty.
Uh-oh, you found her profile?
So what if we did? Makoto, you're not the man to try and act fucking...
Don't freak out on me, I'm not gonna hold it against you or anything. And in case you're wondering, I don't hold it against Kyoko either, even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? But who I can't forgive is Miss Ogami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivorous, you know.
Are rule violations really so unforgivable? You're quite adamant about those regulations of yours.
Of course I am. A proper school life is built on the dedication to organization and order. Which is why even I, as the school's headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself.
He's actually the imposter from Among Us. He's going from vent to vent. Oh, so you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well?
Of course. Absolutely! I can't have you complaining about how unfair it all is, now can I? In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting?
Interesting.
It's about the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in this killing game. I don't think I ever actually told you how many participants there actually were, did I? I was thinking I should probably clarify that.
Hey,
When you all first got together in the main hallway back when, there were 15 people there, right? I think that first meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding among you all.
A misunderstanding? Are you saying... So, okay, so Mukuro Ikasaba didn't... Oh... Oh... Wait, okay. So she wiped everyone's minds because it was a big stink that she suddenly came back to Japan. And so the reason that no one remembers anything from their past lives, really, is because she was in the news too much. So, of course, she had to make sure that no one remembered who she was. Oh. A misunderstanding. Are you saying...
in other words,
That's right, there were actually 15 of you. The total number of students taking part in this killing game was actually 16!
16? Then...
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Good. Thank you for the follow, Despair Doctor. Empty podium. That's true, there was. I forgot about that. I have to be, like, full disclosure, I have not actually played Among Us yet, I've just been watching a lot of it. I'm trying to figure out how to play with my brother, because I want to be able to play. The 16th student, Mukuro Ikusaba. Watch out for her. She's part of this school life. We need to look out for her. So the one making all the regulations is who we need to watch out for.
Why?
Did you say something?
Why are you telling us this?
Oh, well, because... Like I told you, this killing game is desperately popular.
Desperately popular? I don't think you would use the word desperately to describe something like that.
You wouldn't believe the ratings! And since we've got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know?
yes, indeed.
Make sense?
Well, now.
Okay, that's all you get for now. Later, suckers! Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you.
Revenge?
I want to get back at that sneaky Miss Kirigiri, so I'm gonna share a little secret with ya.
Seriously?
Hey,
You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in, day out all the time? Well, don't tell anyone I told you, but she wears them to cover a bunch of hideous scars she doesn't want anyone to see.
What?
Okay, now that's all you get.
Alright, well, the hand didn't have any scars. Fenrir is a wolf. That explains the tattoo on the back of the hand. Monokuma's account. Kyoko wears this glove to cover up a bunch of scars? Wait, so on the back of her hand... The tattoo? Wait, but no. Monokuma specifically said they were scars, right? And that's why Kyoko wears those gloves, to hide the scars. Which means... Those fake nails on the corpse. Are you thinking about Kyoko again? I'm always thinking about Kyoko. Huh?
What?
Forget about her. What matters right now is covering Monokuma's trap. Oh! Oh, no, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Never mind. Oh, man. Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap. Kyoko's Mukuro, right? I don't know. I have no idea, so I don't know if that's a spoiler. But I have no idea. That's just my working theory now. Kyoko doesn't remember who she is. I don't know. His trap?
Such ignorance.
God must have really hated you to make you so dull. Now he just rolled shitty stats. Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us? He said there were 16 students, right? Which means Mukuro was a student here. Obviously, Monokuma was trying to tell us that Mukuro is the one creating the rules to the game. But why would he tell us that? And why now?
He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later.
But the mere fact that he said that proves that Mukuro is connected to this case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of a 16th student. He needs to make our investigation fair.
Mukuro is related to the case?
It's certainly possible.
Perhaps she's the one who killed Kyoko.
What?
That would explain why we would have to have a class trial, wouldn't it? If she's a student and she killed someone, that would make her part of the school killing game.
Mukuro is the killer?
But that wouldn't make any sense, because don't you have to attend the class trial? Or was that an optional thing? Because otherwise then Mukuro would be breaking the rules.
She killed Kyoko?
Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? In fact, that's exactly what I thought when the investigation first began.
What?
But, based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my mind.
It's all clear.
Mukuro Ikusaba isn't the culprit.
Huh? What makes you say that? Dude, you're all over the fucking place.
We thought Mukuro, the ultimate despair, was the mastermind's true identity. But if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why would the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us?
That's a good point.
So in other words,
Mukuro giving us information that would raise questions about her would be bold, to say the least. It makes more sense then to assume that Mukuro isn't the culprit.
So that's the trap. They want us to suspect Mukuro and come to the wrong conclusion.
That's what makes sense to me.
The way you say it, it definitely does seem possible. But if that's really true, if Mukuro isn't the killer, then who is?
Well then, I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places in need of investigation.
I should find out what that key and the dojo, if that key and the dojo are really connected.
let's go.
Well, are you coming?
Like I said, I think if I remember right, I know who the mastermind is, but I don't know how, or I don't know what leads up to it, I guess I should say.
What's up? I mean, it said number 6, so I guess we're gonna number 6.
There are wooden lockers here. These wooden look like super traditional public bathhouses. It looks like the key we found in Kyoko's room really does go to one of these lockers.
Probably number 6.
See.
Makoto, do you see the locker farthest to the right?
The one that says number 6, like the fucking key?
That's the only one that doesn't have a key in it at the moment.
Also the number 6.
You understand what that means, right?
Oh, look, a Vicky print. You know what that means.
I should probably use the key to find we found on that.
On that locker, right?
That's right.
Well, just try it.
All right, Phoenix Wright.
Okay. I took out the woodblock key and inserted the locker's metal lock, and
Click.
the locker eagerly accepted the key and it opened.
I don't think a locker could eagerly accept anything.
Hello? What is that?
There are arrows in here. It looks like 10 arrows in total.
They look like they're made of titanium, which means they're quite strong despite how thin they are. Of course, not a bow, they're nothing but strong little sticks.
Strong sticks. Rub strong stick together. Use strong stick to defend self.
Strong sticks. Titanium arrows.
Oh, there's something else inside the locker. It's a wadded up ball of duct tape. I wonder what it was used for.
That's got blood on it, dog.
Is that a blood stain?
I see.
If it is, it means it must surely be related to the case.
This duct tape is related to the case somehow? But how could it possibly be involved?
Bloody duct tape! That'd be a good punk name. Punk band name.
I think that's all the locker has to offer for now.
For now, we'll come back to it.
Is something wrong?
Very strange.
It's very odd, don't you think? The locker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case. But how did the key to the locker wind up in the victim's room?
Why?
Or perhaps...
Byakuya?
Forget it. Come on, we need to continue on to the next location.
Huh? What next location?
What?
There's still something we need to look into.
Yeah, I'll play them eventually. I'm gonna take a break between each of them. So like once we're done with Trigger Happy Havoc, I'm gonna do. My plan is to do Night in the Woods and then move on to. I don't know what the next one. I really should write these fucking down at some point. The order to play these in.
whatever the next one is. Probably 2, I think it is, because I think it goes 2 and then Despair Girls and then 3? Or is it Despair Girls 2 then 3? Is it DR2? Okay, I need to fucking write this down. Hang on. Because I'm going to keep fucking forgetting. A good thing I have a shit... Hang on. Look at all of these notes I've made myself for different things that I'm doing at any given moment. Look at this shit and how organized I am. What is this? Oh, well, hang on, I can't say that one out loud. that's spoilers for my D&D game, and I know my brother sometimes watches these, so I can't say that. But it spoils the impact of 2. Okay, so after this, it's DR2, Despair Girls. That's not how you spell despair, idiot. And then V3. All right, got it. All right. When did you do more research on Fenrir?
Fenrir? You mean the mercenary group that Mukuro was a part of? But how are we supposed to find out about that?
Isn't it obvious? Where in the school would you go to do some research on something?
The bathroom? Research? Are you talking about the archive? That's right. The archive has all kinds of info that the general public doesn't have access to.
Let's go.
We only have so much time before the trial begins. Let's hurry. I feel like the time is really arbitrary. It's just kind of like,
All right, cool, you're done. Let's get this shit on the road.
I believe there was a file related to Fenrir somewhere over here.
Byakuya seemed to know the archive like the back of his hand and went straight to the shelf in the back.
Ah, here we go.
He quickly returned with a file in hand.
Okay, give! Take a look at this.
I have no idea what it says. What language is this?
How did you make it all the way to high school without learning a single word of French?
I'm pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French.
Well, whatever. I'll read it to you. For you. But I expect you to repay your debt 100 times over.
100 times? Isn't that kind of extreme?
Trixie, I played, like, the first trial of the first Phoenix Wright game years ago. But yeah, that's definitely on the table. Because, again, it's kind of similar. It's basically this. Or from what I remember of it. My wife fucking loves the Phoenix Wright games. And she suggests like you should play those. You should play them if they like watching you play Danganronpa. You should probably play those. I was like, yeah, I know. So I'll probably play them eventually. Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out of the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, they are a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, their mere presence is enough to strike fear into any enemy. They have been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. I just spat everywhere. However, some time ago they completely ceased all activity. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed reports that the key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate they were killed to keep them from revealing the many state secrets they'd acquired. Some, however, believe there was a mounting internal tension within the group and they simply imploded. What is it?
This all just sounds like some kind of alternate reality.
Well, it isn't. This is our reality, the only reality. These people are part of our world. Their battlefields aren't much different from our lives here, an unpredictable, unimaginable world. That's what makes it all so exciting.
Exciting definitely isn't the word I would use.
So, did anything jump out at you? Though this may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir.
Now that you mention it, the report says something about where the name Fenrir comes from, right?
That's right. It said Fenrir is the Wolf of Ragnarok. Speaking of which, would you like to know something interesting related to that? To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad will get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
What? They got a tattoo of Fenrir? Could that mean?
Mukuro Ukasawa's profile has been updated! Oh boy! Big What a shock! What a surprise!
Time is utterly
Mythology fan art tattoo.
constantly assault on
Fucking, it's a shame the fucking Nazis ruin, like, Norse imagery and tattoos.
It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that.
What are you saying?
Anyway, it's time to begin the
What the fuck was that?
trial. So, please meet up in the usual spot. See you later.
There, bud. Thanks. Then the time has come.
All we can do now is try to uncover the truth during the class trial.
That's right.
It would seem that way. Let's go. Yeah, you're right, Save. Fuck Nazis. But no, seriously, I'm super fucking salty at the fact that they fucking took Norse mythology imagery for tattoos. It's so fucking. Whoa, Miyake and Makoto showed up together.
Where the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word.
We were investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out by this point?
Makoto's ranked high enough for you guys to go off together? Just the two of you? What, are you jealous?
Or are you making up some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself?
What?
Stop talking and brace yourselves. He'll be here any second.
Wow, yeah, it's a real empty room, huh? Any second. He could show up at any time. Any place. When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself. But we stood there for 5 full minutes, waiting for something weird to happen. And then 5 minutes became 10.
Why?
What's going on here? Why hasn't Monokuma shown up yet?
Could it be?
Maybe he died again?
What should we do? Should we keep waiting here, or...
Hi. Of course.
Or what?
Jesus!
Did I scare you?
Come on.
I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that?
What? I made you wait. You've got it all backwards. You're the ones making me wait. Huh?
In other words,
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't start till everyone's here, now can we? What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've all been waiting for you. Sorry, but you're wrong. But I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? If we all agree it's a violation, I'll arrange a punishment right now.
If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here.
When we heard that voice, we all spun around to look.
Hey,
Yep, figured it's Kyoko.
I'm here, and no rule's been broken. Kyoko! Kyoko, you're still alive?
Boy, this really just fucks everything up, doesn't it? No, that's a ghost!
Stop talking. If you want to fight, do it at the class trial. You need to save some of the fun for later, right?
What?
But is it okay that there's no particular penalty for being late?
is that right?
I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong?
You're so selfish, so spoiled. You're right, there's no penalty officially, but I bet you'll be sorry later. No, I'll make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts onto the elevator. I'll be just one step ahead of you.
I lived, bitch!
When Monokuma was gone, we all respected
Kyoko. It's like that fucking scene in fucking American Horror Story. It's like, fucking, what is it? Just
surprise, bitch. Kyoko! So you really didn't die?
Indeed.
Of course I didn't die. Thank God, I'm so glad you're okay.
Perhaps that's not necessarily a good thing for us.
Huh?
He's right! Now we're gonna deal with the ghost!
I told you, stop talking.
Let's go.
Come on. Let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial.
Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped on into the elevator. Master, wait for me!
Kako, who knows what might happen to us if we take too long?
I'll be happy when this trial is all over. One after another, everyone piled into the elevator. But I took the road less traveled by. I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started.
Hey Kyoko, what's up?
Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you.
Did you die? Yes, but I lived.
Where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So,
Correct.
I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms.
the second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that.
Whew.
I had no idea a body had been discovered.
Then, when did you find out?
So,
Just now, I finished my search and came back down just in time to hear the class trial announcement. I took some time to go over the crime scene first. I can't go to a trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you were late.
However,
I'm sorry I kept you all waiting. But if you were on the second floor of the dorms... fucking... I got fucking... Tulip's got, been, kind of, shedding a little bit, so it's, it's getting in my nose. Then what's that, that's what the key you found goes to? Wait, hang on, did we just have this conversation? Actually, to be precise, not quite.
in other words,
I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. What? Kyoko's account?
Just a second.
Hey, what are you doing? Hurry up before we get in trouble with Monokuma!
Makoto,
We can go over all the details after we get through the trial, okay, Makoto? Right now, I just want to focus on surviving our current situation.
it would seem
Because this is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. For her? That's a strange way to put it. The class trial is important for everyone, right? So why would she say it's a crucial moment for her?
goodbye.
Well, if that's all. Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? Sure, pal. Sure. Cool. I guess let's get to it. Being the last one left, I stepped into the elevator. And the door slid shut. This time, the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears, and the dread began to consume me once again. I can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. In that dusky darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there, silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened without warning. A dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes. Ugh, gross. but it wasn't the illuminating light of hope. It was the blinding light of despair. Oh god, it's so bright. It's awful.
I've been waiting for this. I feel like it's been forever since we got together like this. The time for pointless jokes and jabs is past. Let's get on with the show!
And so the curtain opened for the 5th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a doodly betrayal, a doodly riddle, a doodly defense, a doodly whatever it was, a doodly class trial. Sure, let's just save scum the entire fucking time. Alright. What do we got? Increase the focus gauge by 2. Lost. What the hell is this? Increase the time limit for each phase. Effective during the class. I don't feel like I need that, actually. I don't feel like I need. I've never had a time limit issue this entire fucking game. I'm just gonna stick with what I got. Alright, let's review what we've got. Alright. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim was stabbed a single time with a knife all the way through. Struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. Body was covered with other wounds, but these were several days old. What the fuck just happened to me? The explosion was burnt the upper half of the body beyond recognition. The upper half of the body remained on fire and had been extinguished because the upper half was soaking wet while the bottom half remained dry. The body was wearing notably long fake nails. The body had a tattoo of a dog on the back of the right hand. Fenrir, excuse you. There were bits of charred debris near the body. It should be noted that the bomb, which had been removed from Monokuma in the gym, had disappeared. Sprinklers program to come on every morning at 7:30. And this time is impossible to change. As such, I can assume that if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, it would have gotten wet. 7 a.m. Makoto wakes the morning announcement. 7:30 a.m. Makoto and Aoi arrive in the dining hall. 7:30 to 9, Makoto meets the others in the gym. Together they head to the headmaster's room. 9, Toko is told to find the pickaxe in the garden where she discovers the body. Right. The knife found near the body was the same knife that was used to stab it before the explosion. It is also the same knife that Toko had given to Makoto for safekeeping, and the knife that the masked assailant was holding when they attacked Makoto. The tarp was hidden among the other items of the tool shed. One side was wet and filthy with mud and grime. The other side was completely clean and dry, which is super fucking weird. I just don't get how that fits in. Like, unless it was used to cover the body while it was there to prevent it from getting wet, but why fucking bother? The number of chickens in the chicken coop is decreased from 5 to 4. Yasuhiro claims that there were without a doubt 5 chickens just before nighttime last night. And yet... Byakuya stated that there was no corpse in the garden just after nighttime last night, so it can be assumed the murder must have taken place sometime after that. Byakuya also said that he, Yasuhiro, Toko, and Aoi were in the gym the entire night, and none of them were alone at any point. The corpse had a mask covering its head and a white jacket covering the body. A knife had been thrust into the abdomen, and there were bloodstains around the wound. The body had stopped bleeding, but the blood was still wet. It was noted, however, that there was no blood in the ground around the body. Yeah, that's weird. Makoto Ikasaba, female, known as the Ultimate Soldier. She became obsessed with the military from a young age. She disappeared while on vacation in Europe and reappeared in Japan 3 years later. Apparently, every member of Fenrir gets a tattoo somewhere on their body to represent their membership in the group. Apparently, the killing game began with 16 participants, all students. It is assumed that Makoto Ikasaba was a 16th student. Monokuma also revealed that the reason Kyoko wears gloves is to hide something she doesn't want anyone to see, the scars on her hands. Why does it not say that in here? That's weird. This woodblock decoration was found in Kyoko's. I guess a tattoo could technically be a scar in a certain sense. That's all it is. This woodblock decoration was found in Kyoko's room. Looks like actually the key to unlocking the dojo. Set of titanium arrows was found in a dojo locker. There would be 10 in total. Sure. Along with the arrows, there was a wadded up ball of duct tape in the locker. The duct tape had traces of blood on it. It's assumed that is related to the case, but nobody can imagine how. Kyoko is Monokuma's secret tool, which grants access to any room in the school to sneak into the second floor of the dorms. This area seems to have no monitors or security cameras. All right, well. All right, I guess we're doing it. Let's send it! Where we dropping, boys?
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive
That's
punishment.
true, Ayode.
But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, well, I'll leave the rest up to you.
Well then, let's discuss the specifics of the victim.
Right, let's start with that.
We need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
Oh no. Oh, he really is
Yoko standing right
an idiot, yeah.
No, that's a ghost.
No, yeah, you're not supposed to remove any sort of implement used to stab somebody.
legs and
Because it can do more harm, because it can, like, rip and everything.
Well, that's just because.
Yeah, because that's the telltale thing of a ghost, whether or not they have legs. Owie, Hina, you're really not helping.
She's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right? Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
She can teleport, who knows, maybe. Yeah, her gloves. Kyoko's piercing glare. Kyoko's face capitalized F for some reason. Her gloves. I have her take her gloves off and see what happens.
Talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery.
In that case,
Whoops.
I think it would be
Sorry,
helpful
Makoto. Didn't mean to cut you off, buddy.
explain why she actually wears those gloves.
And would you happen to know the answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently, you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Oh, you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
Right, Hina? Right?
Probably just got burnt up in the explosion. I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
Kira, I need you to just shut the fuck up. There's no way that corpse was Kyoko. But if I can't prove why, we're gonna be stuck here and the case won't move forward. So I don't have any choice but to... Alright. Tattoo on the right hand, exploded body analysis, or the fake nails. Okay. What do you got for me?
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well,
No, she wasn't.
She must have been wearing gloves.
No.
This is absolutely Kyoko.
No.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
I know that body isn't Kyoko's, and I know I can prove it. Okay.
Kyoko there. Okay, then prove
The dead body
They got burnt up in the.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah. She must have been wearing gloves.
Wait, really? That's not it? That's not it? What's wrong? Did I say something weird?
Shoot!
I need to think about it one more time. There must be a contradiction somewhere. What?
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got
Shit.
burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the...
Well, yeah. She must have been wearing because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
All right, hang on. I didn't think about this. So I have fake nails, tattoo, and the corpse examination. He's saying that it got burned up in the explosion. Wouldn't that be the fucking thing? Bye, Salsa. Have a good one. All right, hang on. Let me think about this. That doesn't make any sense, because like the exploded body analysis would say like, hey, no, it didn't have well, no, the hands did look like kind of burnt up at the thing. That's fair, but the corpse wasn't wearing gloves. Should I scan Hina's and then contradict that? I guess maybe.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
That's what I thought. Like I thought like the exploded body analysis would.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the
Like that doesn't make any sense.
Then she was wearing gloves.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
Because that corpse is. This entire discussion is idiotic.
That Kyoko there is.
God, this is gonna get annoying.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
I can't fucking. I'm too stupid. I'm too stupid.
Because that corpse is. This entire discussion is idiotic.
Ugh.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
All right, let's try this.
Well, yeah.
I'm a moron. I'm an idiot. I meant to right click. I misclicked. I misclicked. Desktop.
That Kyoko. Okay, then prove it.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
Wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
That's not it either. All right. Fucking hell.
Shoot.
Okay, I need to think this through. The tattoo doesn't prove fucking jack shit. I mean, yeah, the nail, it is hard to wear gloves with the nails, but I feel like that hasn't been addressed at all. We have nails, the exploded body analysis, which didn't work on his. Unless that would work with Hina's? But that doesn't make sense, because that's not a contradiction. Hina's telling the truth. The body wasn't wearing gloves. What the fuck? Like, I'm with you, Ayode. Like, the gloves, or the nails are...
Okay, then prove it.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves.
Well, yeah, she must have been.
The nails did it? Alright.
No, there's no way the corpse was wearing gloves.
Is it really just based on the fact that it's hard to wear gloves with those nails on? Is that really it?
Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to
All
wear
right,
gloves over
fine.
nails
I'll
like
accept it.
that would have been a pretty big pain.
Sure. That has not been addressed at all, but sure.
Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's so
That's true. Alright, I'll give you that one.
nails. Don't you think?
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated.
Here, I don't think you know how to exist correctly.
Anyone doesn't know women.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily
Jeez.
life.
Okay.
If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Fair.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing.
Yeah,
right
but here's the
here.
thing. Y'all got Hero to contend with, and he's a real fucking moron.
Okay, so then, who's the real victim? First, we need to figure that out.
That's the
Yeah.
first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
Before anything, we have to identify the victim. Everything starts from there. I mean, sure, yeah. What do we got? Sprinklers, exploded body analysis, and a tattoo on the right hand. Well, the tattoo is probably going to be it, right?
If Kyoko really is still alive, then who died?
Who did?
There's some way to figure it out. I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition.
The face was, yeah, I'll give you that.
Any description in the Monokuma file? Well, if we can't identify the body,
Ha ha! Oh, they're dumber ones.
There was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
what? For real?
And those letters are backwards. I wanted to make that joke in the fucking Leon case. Damn it.
Death.
Cruel and unusual death. This I gotta see.
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking
Wow,
about.
real fucking Morgana there.
Who it was.
All the calling Ryuji stupid burned into my brain.
Oh yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog?
Is this a pigeon?
Her master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
Jeez.
Seriously? They really did something that humiliating?
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Because it's a meme.
Really?
If you compare the tattoo to other information we have, the victim's identity should become clear. Oh, where is it? Mukuro.
I got it! The Fenrir Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Okay, so...
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
The image that represents Fenrir is... Are we gonna get D-O-G or W-O-L-F? Wolf, okay, great. Get out of here, L. Rad. It's better than dog. But still.
The Wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge world-ending wolf.
Well, technically Ragnarok is a giant fucking fight too. Like the sun disappears, but also it's the rebirth afterwards. Baldur fucking kills everything because he shows up after dying, and then I actually don't know if there's a cross where where the Christian faith took over, because then there's also a thing where two humans enter Yggdrasil and they repopulate the earth basically, and Baldur starts a new pantheon of Aesir basically after Ragnarok. I don't know.
He's the child of the trickster god Loki and a female giant.
Man, after all this time...
What? It's not a female giant, is it? I thought it was the dude's horse.
A wolf tattoo. Then that means...
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo.
Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I thought Hell's Mom was the giant. And the horse, the Stonesmith horse, was the father of Jormungand, Fenrir, and Sleipnir.
Which means
On this, no, that's right. Loki only had Sleipnir with that horse, but the frost giant gave birth to Hel, Jormungand, and Fenrir. That's right. That's what it is. I got them flipped.
So it must have been Mukuro.
What?
I got it flipped.
Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
Yes.
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Are you saying the mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a cool-ass trial?
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
Yeah, they were just hiding, skulking about.
Ultimate Despair seems like a pretty mastermind title to me.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place. After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such
Yeah,
a-
also, it just flat out called her the Ultimate Soldier.
All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier.
Right, okay.
If I remember correctly, that other information came from
Kyoko.
Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
What?
Where was she? Who was Mukuro?
What?
She's been gone this whole time, and when she finally turns up, she gets killed.
Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character? Which would mean she was the same as us. Just another participant.
Huh.
Then who's the real mastermind?
My concern is that, like, the mastermind set up the rooms specifically. Why weren't there 16 rooms? Like, why? Why not that? That doesn't make any sense.
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
Okay.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information
Well-
about Mukuro was wrong.
Wrong? She had the fucking paper, and she just told Makoto the wrong thing.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost.
Okay, hang on, no, we have some issues, bud.
Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record.
For the record, alright.
The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place.
Right.
Hammer that point straight into your big ol' brain.
Oh, he called us Big Brain.
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Wait, no. There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who...
Hero. I think you're stretching, buddy.
There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in
Big
these
smooth
events.
brains. That fair, Chixie.
Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Did Makoto do it?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Huh?
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
Based on what we know, there can only be two suspects. Makoto and Kyoko.
I got it! You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right?
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there.
Mm-hmm.
So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
The gym?
That's right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma.
Just so casually. Just taking them apart.
Careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. All of which is to say, the four of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
Well, yeah.
exactly.
That's the easy Jeep. The easy leap. The easy Jeep. Jump / leap. It's like Bing Pot. So the only suspects now are me and Kyoko. Damn it, I can't let this stand. Somehow I have to clear my name.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Help him out.
Me and Yakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at... Well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock.
10.
So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Okay.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then
Oh.
and when we found the body.
Oh, excuse me. My back. Oh, it felt good.
What time did we find the body?
The one who saw the body first was Toko.
Mm-hmm.
And she went to go get the pickaxe.
So what time was the body discovered? 9!
I got it!
9!
The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
All the lead up to this. Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now. Okay, we'll get the pickaxe and be back here by 9:01.
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
11 hours. Yeah, that's a lot of time, actually.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran
Yeah.
into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around... Oh yeah! Right around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Yep.
Which means from 10 p.m.
Yeah, how long does it take blood to dry? I don't know.
You don't have an alibi.
The murder happened between 10 p.m. and 9 a.m. I don't have an alibi from 10 p.m. until 7:30 a.m. Okay, then it looks like the game has begun. If I can't provide an alibi for that period, then I just have to prove the murder didn't happen during the time I don't have an alibi. To do that, I have to make it clear when the body ended up in the garden. Okay, yeah. I mean, the sprinklers. The sprinklers.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And Makoto doesn't have an alibi.
But the tarp counteracts sprinklers, yeah.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's the time sprinkler happens! That's sprinkler time!
We established a time. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning. Yep.
And Makoto doesn't have...
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder. So Makoto, if you have any objection...
Okay, hang on. There's something that happens in the garden at the same time every morning. Yeah, the sprinklers happen. What do the sprinklers say? The sprinklers are programmed to come on every morning at 10:30, and this time is impossible to change. As such, it can be assumed that if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, it would have gotten wet. And what else do I have? The exploded body, or the fragments, removed from Monokuma in the gym had disappeared. When did it disappear? How did it disappear? And then also the exploded body analysis. I think that's the corpse. So the corpse. Okay.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9
I missed.
o'clock in the
How did I miss?
Yep.
And Makoto doesn't...
I missed. How did I miss?
To 7:30.
It's not that either.
Shoot!
We've established a time frame for them. It took place somewhere between
Okay, 10 o'clock at night.
and 9 o'clock in...
Yep. And Makoto doesn't have an...
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think.
Okay, so it's 10 o'clock and 7:30. I have sprinklers, exploded body, and fragments. Sprinklers happen at 7:30. At the same time every morning. Thinking back, the corpse was almost totally dry. In which case, I should be able to figure out when the body must have appeared in the garden.
We've established
I
a
guess
time frame
I
for
do the
murder.
sprinklers at the 10 o'clock one?
It took place somewhere between...
Yep.
No, that's wrong. Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
And what makes you say that?
It's a bit of a jump to be like, you're giving me 2 times, but you're giving me these things. 7:30 is when the sprinklers happen. But I guess, I mean, it makes sense to be like, well, it couldn't have been 10 because the sprinklers happen at 7:30. There was a jump.
Sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly.
Wait, Mukuro's been dead the entire fucking time, haven't they? And that's what the tarp is for. The tarp, someone killed Mukuro with the knife Makoto had. They wrapped up the, or something happened. I don't know what, I don't know how the arrows work into this, if they even do. They wrapped up the tarp, buried them, and then brought them out? Why? I don't know if that makes sense.
The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
So sorry.
But she had more wounds, yeah.
You're wrong.
I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet? How dare you spew such indecent words?
No, I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
I hate Toko. I hate her so much.
Denying the sprinkler? Are you trying to deny my entire existence?
Oh, I hate.
Man, you're totally wacko.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler,
Plus her wounds would have stopped bleeding. That's true. Well, that's what the thing is. Okay, so the body wasn't bleeding anymore because the body has been dead for weeks or whatever, how long it's been. But the chicken was killed. The chicken's dead. Chicken.
better tell us why.
I need to prove that it wasn't the sprinklers that got the body wet. All I have to do is hit Toko with certain evidence, and that should do it. If we look at the body itself, that should make it clear. Oh, fuck. Okay, hang on.
I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything. Hold on. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything. Hold on. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything.
Okay, got it.
How can you say it wasn't the sprinkler?
This should prove it.
It's just you splashed water on it, dumbass. Yeah, it's like, I used a bucket. You were there, Toko. Oh no, Toko got blown the fuck up.
What the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers. The top half of the body was wet, yes, but
the bottom half was completely dry.
If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
The whole body. Whole hog.
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac!
What are you on about? What are you on about, Toko?
I'm so sick of her.
Yeah, fucking same.
Let's just move on. The reason only the top half was wet was because
Oh, that's true. Jill was there. But also, Jill got blown the fuck up.
while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But
Which
only
Byakuya
the fire-
could vouch for. He was literally right there.
The sprinklers really didn't do it.
Yeah, shut up.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks. It means a lot coming from you.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
Yeah, but it's Kyoko. Come on. Kyoko's the only one without an alibi. Which would mean that Mukuro's killer is... No, I refuse to believe it. Kyoko murdered someone. Kyoko murdered someone? That's...
I'd just like to say one thing.
I did it.
If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever.
Okay.
Which is why I can't let that happen.
Okay. Huh?
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone.
Fair. For bad and don't trust. Okay.
This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
A trap?
We're this far into the game, and now you decide to blame me? Stop wasting time. Stop wasting energy. You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Shut up, you!
Shut up, you! Shut up, Heather!
You got it, boss. Shutting up now.
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Huh? She did?
She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words,
That's fair.
the mind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. But you made one
Whoops.
catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial, something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So, that was her motive?
It makes sense.
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
Excuse me. Fucking hell.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's
Alright, Kyoko.
still insufficient.
Alright, fine. I'll just grab this fucking blanket and I'll just make my home under the fucking bus.
Huh?
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
What are you?
Because you see, there is a way the body.
Oh, did you find the tarp?
Interesting. I'm listening.
All it would take is covering the body with a
Shit.
certain
Fuck.
something to keep it
Damn
from
it.
getting wet.
A certain something at the scene was used to cover the bot. Why are you helping her?
You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
Why are you helping her, Makoto?
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's exactly what the killer did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that.
Excuse me.
Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water.
It wouldn't get dirty, though. It'd just get wet. It doesn't explain the grub and the grime.
The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean. This proves
I guess maybe if, like, the sprinklers were hitting the dirt and was, like, splashing on it, maybe. But that's a bit of a stretch. Especially since it was in the middle of the walkway.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place.
Which I'm saying, that body's been around for a while. Because also blowing it up then covers up how long it's been dead?
In other words, to create an excuse.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking,
like
Chixie.
the one Makoto just gave us.
Alright, Kyoko. Wow! No, that's fine. That's fine. I like getting trampled by a bus. Why would Kyoko say that? Why would she want to make me look like the killer? No, I can't think about that right now. That tarp. If it was used the way Kyoko said, the tarp must have touched the body, right? But there's no blood on it. But the body...
Wait. Something's not right.
And what might that be?
I can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. If I don't do something, everyone's gonna think I'm the killer. I have to refute what Kyoko said. Chicken. Body before the explosion, exploded body analysis, fragments near the dead body. Okay, it's not the fragments. Probably body before?
Covering the body with the tarp. The killer prevented it from getting wet.
Chicken blood.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
Mm-hmm, that tracks.
The underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
I remember the blood on the body hadn't dried yet. Byakuya even warned us not to touch it to avoid getting any blood on us.
By covering the
Is it
body
the last
with
one?
tarp, the killer prevented it from getting.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side
Dirty on one side actually might work better for
The
that.
underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward, of course it didn't get dirty.
Oh no, that worked. Cool. Never mind. I thought I'd try it and just like fuck it, see what happens. Look at all those chickens.
Actually,
Except they're actually chickens and not,
that side
what,
being
geese
dirty
in that
is
vine?
Strange if you think about it.
Considering the wet blood.
It wasn't dry before the body got
Oh, it's the wet blood, laddie.
Byakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you.
That sounds like something like Sesame Street. Remember, kids, don't touch the body, otherwise you might get blood on you.
If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
That's fair.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
If they had, they would have washed both sides.
Yeah,
Just washed
it doesn't
one
make any
side
sense.
inside anything.
That's fair.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah, fair point.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
Huh? The blood was camouflage?
What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
Okay.
You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something like that?
Huh.
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office. That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
No, that's not what happened this time.
Huh.
The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
They got the blood from right there in the garden, right? Which must mean... Oh. Our worst fears come to life.
I got it! Could it have been...
Bugs encompasses like everything. Spiders are arachnids, but they're not insects. But in my opinion, bugs covers everything.
What? Chicken blood?
Chicken blood.
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens.
5 chickens. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 chickens. 4 chickens. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 chickens.
So, you're saying someone killed a chicken?
1
Covered
chicken.
the body with its blood?
2 chicken.
Man, that's messed up.
3 chicken.
Killing a living thing just
4 chicken.
They should have at least
And that is
mentioned
it.
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they
Bugs,
wouldn't be spotted
just
by
meaning
the
like,
crowd.
anything creepy crawly. Anything insect, arachnid. Yeah, about it.
Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
There is a chicken gone.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense.
What is it now?
You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right?
Okay.
But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body. But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it.
Okay, that is kind of weird.
The ground was completely clean.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
They covered it beforehand?
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat? like it
No,
normally
it was draped over instead of like wearing it.
I think so.
No.
Wait, no. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time. What settles what?
Here's what
It really is just a conversation
took place
between
before the
Kyoko, Byakuya, and Makoto.
But the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp.
Mm-hmm.
Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp,
All right. Hang on. Ban. A bot, and not Nightbot. All right.
they pulled the coat over the body.
I know, we were doing really great.
Already covered in
No
blood.
spam bots. We're doing great. And then this fuckwit decides to come in here.
This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
maybe I should style my Nightbot after a Radia bot.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
Also, why have the body be in there during the sprinklers and bother with the tarp anyway?
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Huh?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body.
Right.
They'd be done in no time.
Maybe, but still.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
That's not...
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
Inadequate? And the suspicion falls back on me again. But why? Why is Kyoko trying to entrap me? I don't understand. Disguised dead body. Boy, howdy, okay.
Well then, it looks like we're back to square one.
Great.
Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
Alright, alright, alright.
Serious, man? Which one of them did it? Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50
Sure, sure.
Oh!
See? Pretty good idea, right?
No, you're a fucking moron.
No, not that. I just remembered something super serious.
Really, Hina, now?
Just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
One got stuck in the body before it exploded, right? According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back.
That's weird. It's not that long of a knife.
So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That's what I thought when I first saw it. I just remembered.
Listen, more important, now that we have the knife, what are we gonna do with it? we can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do. I don't want it anyway. So what to do? Why do you hang on to it, Makoto? Me?
It's the knife we gave to Makoto?
Oh! It's actually a machete. It's actually this long.
You don't
Makoto just internal screaming, just
Yeah,
Then why did you hide that fact?
it's not that I hid it. It's just...
No, you hit it, dude. You hit it, bro. I couldn't be sure of what actually happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill her. Smoothie.
Very suspicious indeed.
I fucking the thing is, I don't know how many people actually remember the pacing to that joke, because I remember that episode of iCarly. Just fucking Sam and Carly standing there, and it's like, "Hey Spence, what you got there?" And he's like, "Smoothie." At the fucking ostrich, it's such good comedic timing. It's so fucking funny.
The knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto. I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
Alright, good. Good. Considering everything up till now, I should be able to make it clear. I have to prove that I didn't murder anyone. I'm not the killer. Based on everything? Based on what? Disguised dead body, exploded body analysis, fragments near the dead body. Okay.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That tracks.
Isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
No.
Just because I had the knife once? That
Once.
actually makes me the killer?
Yeah?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her.
Getting
right?
stabbed, getting
So there's
stabbed,
no
getting
question.
stabbed, getting stabbed, getting stabbed.
That knife of yours and killed her with it.
No, the exploded body analysis shows other things. There's also the bludgeoning thing. We've already established that the coat was put on the body after the tarp was removed, which means when the knife was thrust through the coat into the body... Yeah, okay.
It's the same one we gave.
It really is, isn't it?
If he did have that knife, that seals it. Makoto.
Just because I had the knife, that automatically makes me the...
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
Yeah, I need to check it again. Fuck.
Shoot!
Okay, let's see. It's after a single time the knife which went completely through the body. It's struck in the head with a object as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these are separately as old. Okay, so the exploded body analysis doesn't show that one. What ones do I have? Exploded body analysis, fragments of the dead body, or the disguised dead body. What does the disguised dead body give me? Let's see. The murder took place before the smoke was turned on. Later, okay. So I need a scan. Gave to Makoto. That doesn't feel like that'd work.
I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatic?
Well, so there's no... You took that knife...
What a horrible man you are, Makoto. The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we...
I mean, I'll try use the disguise one. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't mention anything about that.
Just because I had that automatically?
Well,
That doesn't make any sense. That's not what it says. Hold on. Hold on. Time out, Makoto. Time out, Makoto. Hang on. Later, when they removed the tarp, the suspect placed the white jacket on the body. This jacket had previously been treated with blood to make it look like the corpse had been wearing it. But it doesn't mention anything about the knife. How the... Alright, this... Alright, okay. This is fucking... I'm disagreeing with a lot of shit on this one.
That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
lies. We never talked about what killed her.
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp, and then put the bloody coat on it, right? In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Okay.
Okay, fine. So what?
Like, I get that.
So, when we discovered the body...
Yeah, like, it makes sense, but at the same time, it's like, you didn't give me anything to really make that leap?
The knife had been thrust through the coat, along with the body.
Like, I get it. I get where they're coming from, but it's a bit of a jump.
Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover her.
No, she got bludgeoned to death. The victim was stabbed twice in the same spot? No, there's no way that's possible. The exact condition of the body was written down for everyone to see. Oh, shit. Is it this one? The upper half of the body... No, it's not that one. Body before the explosion? Covering the white head and the abdomen. A knife had been thrust in the abdomen. There were bloodstains around the wound. The body had stopped bleeding, but the blood was still wet. It was noted, however, that there was no blood on the ground around the body. Fuck, what was it? Shit, what was it? Oh, wait, no, is it the Monokuma file? He was stabbed a single time. The knife was completely through the body. They didn't struck the head. Yeah, this one.
I got it! The Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Oh yeah, it sure did.
Thanks, bud. Thanks. You're a real fucking help, hero.
And the knife...
Was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer. They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her. Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her.
It's fair.
All the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
Okay.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward.
Mm-hmm.
They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kinda goes back to the beginning, but what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just...
Oh.
like that?
If you bother to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Yee.
You're so smart, just tell me.
I'll tell you.
Makoto?
Some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level spontaneous combustion. Exhaustion!
I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
I know, we're getting to the 2 hour.
Go ahead, Makoto.
Yeah, there it is!
Tell her or we won't make
Makoto.
any headway on this.
So one explanation that I can think of for the explosion. The fragments?
I got it!
Cool, back up to full health.
Explosion. We found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body.
Tell him, Nick.
That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
Huh? You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
That's only natural.
Because you
Lord,
did.
We saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma.
Hmm?
It's part of a bomb.
Oh, then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
But how did the Monokuma bomb get up there?
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto.
Okay.
And the only one who would benefit from that
Would be Kyoko?
is the only other possible suspect. You, Kyoko.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. Still
We don't have a murder
actually
weapon.
killed the victim.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me.
I mean, she was bludgeoned,
Killed her.
but
Fine. I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. It won't change the facts of the case regardless.
we need to determine what ultimately killed the victim. We need to, I need to concentrate. Okay. Oh, great. Okay, cool. It's just the Monokuma file, huh?
Then shall we continue the debate?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
Mm-hmm. Okay, fatal injury, right?
Explosion didn't kill her for
Explosion, nope.
sure, I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't me because of the knife, right?
Knife, right? No.
Then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
Mm-hmm.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
The knife was a cover-up and all those other wounds on her body weren't fresh, which only leaves... Well, actually...
Then shall we continue the debate?
The
victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
I mean, I'm gonna... Whoops.
And it wasn't you.
Whoops.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna try that last one.
More than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds.
Nope. Okay, that's not it. I was like, maybe it's that one because they were several days old, at least. These are all... Okay.
Shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to
Okay,
be
fatal injury.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that
Yeah, I was thinking like scanning one of them and then do fatal injury.
Because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma, that's gotta be it. There was
So
evidence
like
that-
back of the... Well, yeah, no, because back of the head...
The victim had suffered countless wounds across her.
Alright, let's try this. We'll try it this way.
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal
Injury has yet.
Yeah, okay, cool. Thanks. 'Cause, boy, some of these... It's like, because I'm looking for contradictions, but like, that's not a contradiction. Flat out it says...
Girl died because of the blow to the back of the head.
Yeah, but that's not a contradiction. That is flat out what the Monokuma file says. Why couldn't I just use the Monokuma file to do that? That doesn't... Okay, whatever.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body? They didn't have anything to do with it?
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess
Oh,
it
yeah.
doesn't matter.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
Right.
But then, what was the murder weapon?
The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object.
Did...
Not as thick as a metal pipe.
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe.
Well, that doesn't make... Not that
How
one.
is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it It caved their skull in completely.
I mean, yeah.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the
Hit her with the handle.
No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground, and spit on it.
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same
Jeezy
page.
Pete's. With the strong sticks.
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master.
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell them.
I-
Deduce the real murder weapon.
No! The real murder weapon. The chicken. It was the chicken. I don't think you could bludgeon somebody to death with titanium arrows. I don't think you could do that. Sure.
I got it! Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something, and that's what killed her. And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
They're this fucking thick around. Like, you're not gonna be able to bludgeon somebody to death with that. Like, they are like a quarter of an inch, maybe a half an inch thick. Maybe. You would not be able to bludgeon somebody to death with that.
Arrow. That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
There are some big doubts, Byakuya.
Are you sure? That sounds kind of weird.
Hey! How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no...
Juggling pins are this fucking big around, and they're heavy. They're heavy as shit. Have you ever picked up a bowling pin? That's a viable weapon.
I'm just saying what I think.
I don't blame Hina for doubting it, because there's one more thing about that weapon. One more secret. One more secret? What are you fucking talking about? I guess juggling pins are different than bowling pins. They are lighter. But even still, they're more like solid type things. You'd still have to, you could be able to get some weight behind them. You'd be just fucking hitting someone with a fucking fishing rod, basically. That'd be called bludgeoning someone to death. God. What are we talking about?
Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right?
Uh-huh.
It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Yes! Thank you, Hina!
You have no right!
If it was just that titanium arrow, it wouldn't be nearly thick enough, which is why they used
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker. I have no doubt.
That was the murder weapon.
Too Thin doesn't fucking contradict that. I'm fucking sorry.
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt.
Oh, okay. They taped them together, and then they fucking bludgeoned it. Okay, that's acceptable. I'll give them that.
It must have been about. It seems like an arrow would just be too.
Wait, what did I have selected? Did I have tape selected, or did I have arrows selected? Shit, I don't know what I had. Yep.
The titanium arrow.
I want bloody duct tape.
In the dojo. I have no doubt that was the murder.
Are you sure?
You don't sound
Well, it said the weapon must have been about. It seems like an arrow.
There it is. Okay, alright, I'll accept that. You tape them all together and then you bludgeon somebody to death with that? And that's still a little shaky because you have to take them really tight. Otherwise, they'd shift and it really wouldn't work because it would shift and it really wouldn't get the weight behind it. You'd have to make it real fucking tight.
Another weapon?
inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled up wad of duct tape. The killer
Alright, I'll accept it.
duct tape to bind multiple arrows together. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe.
Okay, okay.
And that's exactly what the killer did.
Alright, I'll let that slide. I was gonna say, if they're gonna go along with a single fucking arrow bludgeon somebody to death, I'm gonna fucking lose it.
One stick is weak, but put them together and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Damn, that's harsh.
How is it harsh? You've been listening.
Look, I've been whipped with fishing rods, which are like that big. It hurts. It causes a welt. It's not gonna fucking kill you.
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you, Kyoko.
All right, Byakuya, tap the brakes, buddy.
I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto?
Do we? Oh yeah, we have the key. All right, I'm actually gonna have to call it there though, because it's a fucking 4:10. But there's the cliffhanger. We didn't get to the choice. I'm sorry, we didn't quite make it to the choice. I spat all over my keyboard. My rant got to me. All right, we'll save it here. Save it a few times. All right. Okay. Yeah, like next time we'll just have a boy, it's gonna be real fucking crazy. Oh, Mondo. But anyway. Thank you, everybody in the chat, for hanging out today. Thanks to the people who followed. Oh, I missed Wakey Yeti. Thank you for following. Sorry, I missed that. Thank you everyone for chat for hanging out with me today when I went through all this and all the bullshit that this trial is. But thank you for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube later, if you liked it, make sure you click the like button down below and subscribe to keep up with my stuff. New videos almost every Monday and Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. They are my stream VODs. There's a link down in the description to my Twitch channel, where you can see my schedule and everything like that. I stream almost every Saturday and Sunday. I take every fourth Sunday off. So yeah, that whole thing. But come by and swing and everything using schedule and everything like that. Share this with your friends. If you have friends who wanted to get into Danganronpa but didn't have the means to or just didn't have the time to, put this on in the background. You're cleaning, doing your homework, doing your sketching, whatever you're doing, or just because you just want to watch something. I don't fuck, whatever your reasons are. But share it with your friends. Share it with them because like, yes, look at this. Look, these kids are dying, and we're trying to figure out why. And leave a comment. What was your favorite part about all this? Was it Kyoko just completely throwing Makoto under the bus, or the investigation leading up to everything, or was it the short lesson on Norse mythology that I gave you? Because that might be my favorite part. Hello, Plumberry Cake. We're just ending the stream. I'm sorry. But anyway, again, thanks everyone for watching in the chat. Thanks everyone for watching on YouTube. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you next time. Later, everybody.